What is going on, guys? It's Colin here for NextGenTactics, and I thought I'd make a video to elaborate on some of the stuff that Guns for Hire said in a recent posting on the Gun Shop, where he's talking about quickscoping in Battlefield 3. So I did as I always do when I'm looking for some particular match footage over a commentary. To rock a different setup, I headed to Isla Inocentes, and this is a 100-kill server. So it was actually an 18-minute game. I've edited it down substantially, I will say, to try and get this under 10 minutes. So when there was lulls in the action, I took that out of there, and I was also messing around with my DPI settings in the game. Right there, I shoot that medic in the ass, but he must have been damaged because that was outside of the one-hit kill range. So as you probably are aware, or maybe some of you aren't, Bad Company 2 has developed its own quickscoping culture. So I'm not going to really... Here's my aim. That sensitivity. Let's call it a sensitivity fail. Later on, once I got dialed in the sensitivity, it's just because I'm a bad shot. But for now, that was sensitivity, I promise. But anyway, so Bad Company 2 does have its own quickscoping culture, and you know you'll see a lot of aggressive recon gameplay in montages and frag movies and that sort of thing, normally centered around the SV98, which is statistically the best of the three bolt-action rifles, which are not the 50 cal, which is the M95. So all three of those weapons have the exact same damage profile, but the SV98... It has a 10-round magazine, you cycle the bolt faster, and you reload faster. So, you know, it's obviously the best for running and gunning with a sniper rifle, but I just kind of prefer to not use that because it's been overdone these days. And I opted to go with the M24. I also really like the Gall. I don't particularly like the scope on the SV98, so I prefer these two, even though I don't have the 10-round magazine. And here's an example, and there was a previous example of, you know, what happens if you do miss that one shot in close quarters. You're dead meat. But the same could be said kind of a pump-action shotgun if you're not canceling the pump animation. So, anyway, a recent tweet by Demise99, aka I think his real name is Alan Kurtz, stated that, and it's referring to the fact that, by all reports in the latest builds of Battlefield 3, the bolt-action sniper rifle that's been seen so far is not a one-hit kill unless it's a headshot at any range. And he tweeted out that the pistol and the DMR, which is a designated marksman rifle, those are capable in close quarters. The bolt actions are not, nor should they be. And so this has caused a little bit of a stir. The thinking is that unless you get a headshot with a bolt-action rifle, these are not going to be a one-hit kill at any range. And I wanted to kind of open up a dialogue on that a little bit to see how you think about it. See what you think about it, because that'll essentially nullify quickscoping unless you have some extremely elite skills and you're able to run around and quickscope and no-scope people in the head. Because I don't just quickscope in this game, I also no-scope when up close. And if you get in close enough and you kind of have a good idea where your center screen is, you get an awful lot of kills that you know, you can compete with a shotgun in close range. It's kind of almost unfair here. I'm button fumbling again. PC for the win. my PC skills for the loss, actually. But anyway, so yeah, up close, gonna have to get that headshot. And you know, I kind of feel I'm okay with that personally. Now, I will admit, I like running around like this sometimes. It's really fun, but you know, when everyone on the other team's doing it, or when a lot of people on the other team are doing it, it's obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, in the right hands, this is it's overpowered. I'm gonna say it. So if you take the mouse and keyboard skills of someone like an Enigma, who is incredibly accurate and can, you know, tear you a new one with any kit, and give him a one-hit kill weapon, he's pretty much unstoppable. I've actually played against Enigma running a reg gun, and yeah, he was just kicking ass. So, you know, what do you guys think? Is it overpowered? Because on PC, the scope on the gun comes up very, very quickly. Almost like Sleight of Hand Pro Modern Warfare 2 quickly on the PC. The regular scopes come up a little bit slower, it seems, on the console, and on PC you have that unlimited movement. So the more you crank your sensitivity, the more you can just spin and move and get on target and snap right to a target quickly. On Xbox and PS3, your character actually has inertia, so when you first start moving, it's a little bit sluggish. Now, if you keep moving in one direction, then it speeds up. So I think that the balance is okay. When it comes to the console, it's still a little bit overpowered because you can throw a 4-power optic scope. A subscriber corrected me on that some time ago, so I'm trying to say it correctly. Throw the 4-power optic scope, optical sight, on the bolt-action rifle, and you can kick some serious ass. And yeah, you know, if you hit that one shot, you're pretty much unstoppable. So, in your opinion, is this a good thing? Is it good that they may indeed nerf the damage on the bolt actions so that they're only a one-hit kill to the head? I think that people who have really high level of skill will still be able to make use of these bolt action rifles in a number of different ranges, but it's going to prevent scrubs like me on the PC from running around just basically tearing it up with a bolt action rifle, and that's probably a good thing. It's, you know, this is too easy to do. It really is. And, you know, I played a number of rounds on this map in the same lobby, and by far my best score was when I was running this M24. I ran an assault rifle, I ran an SMG, and this was my best game. So, anyway, I think that something needs to be done. If it's going to have a one-hit kill range, the scope-in needs to be balanced out. Anything to make it more difficult to use this setup. And, you know, some people are going to bitch and complain about that, and that's fine. I think that, you know, the hardcore Battlefield community hate seeing this in the game. Some of the guys that are newer to the community or like making sort of the montage frag movie type things, they really want to see this in the game. Now, I'm okay with it, but I think that something has to happen, whether it's scope sway, speed up the scope in time, so that it really separates the people with legit skills from a pretender like me who's who's still able to do, you know, I'm just doing too well with this setup for it to be balanced, in my opinion. So, you know, if you've seen me play on PC, I'm getting better, but I'm still not terribly awesome. And so yeah, with Battlefield 3, we're going to have to see what happens. Are they going to get rid of quickscoping, and what's the impact going to be on the community, guys? You know, I'm curious to see how it plays out. Now, the older, the veteran Battlefield players that wanted to see the Comoros back, they made enough noise, and DICE listened, and they're going to implement the Comoros back on PC. Will something similar happen with the one-hit kills on the sniper rifles? I guess we're going to find out, maybe not, if not at the beta, then perhaps in October. But I'm really, really curious to see how this plays out. And I know that I keep saying that, but anyway, I'm going to stop dwelling on that topic. I think that, you know, leave a comment. What do you think? I know I've asked you what you think a lot. Jesus, bad commentary, Colin. It's what happens when I try and rush a commentary on my lunch break. But anyway, see, get one guy, turn around, no scope the other guy, and he had Saiga. He had terrible aim, but still, I was able to mess him up pretty good. And I'm going to come face to face with a shotgun again. I still have time to scope in and drag it across him. I get the mutual kill. So fair, not fair. You know, if I was super skilled, I'd say that. Yeah, it's totally fair. I'm skilled, but I'm not super skilled, you know, so what's up with this? The other thing that I wanted to talk about is the knifing in this match in particular, and a couple of times I get some dirty, dirty kills with the knife. And one thing we do know is that the melee system in Battlefield 3 is tweaked, so if you're going to get a one-hit kill with a knife, then you're going to have to basically equip the knife and assassinate the person, and that is not a fast process from what we've seen. So if you just try and do that quick, pull the knife out for the fast knife, then that's not going to be a one-hit kill from what I understand. It's going to take at least 2 swipes to kill them. I don't know how, you know, if it's going to just take you down a certain amount of damage. Like right here, I get a knife kill while he's backing away from me with an SMG. Shouldn't have got that kill. But, you know, hopefully the knife does a certain amount of damage if it's the fast knife. So maybe, you know, if you have an enemy that's just hanging on by a thread, 5% health, and you do the quick knife, it'll kill them. But from full health, you're not going to be able to win a gunfight with a knife unless you sneak up behind them and assassinate them. I think that's a good thing. But what do you guys think about the melee system in Battlefield 3? What do you think about quickscoping? Cheers. We'll talk soon.
Did you like this video? If you did, check out a couple of these here at the top on NextGenTactics. We have a Zombies live stream with Spider-Bite, Hypermole, Meatwagon, and myself, discussing what is going to come of zombies in the future on Call of Duty, as well as multiple guest appearances from who is listed. On NGT Zombies, we have ZM Survival with Spider-Bite, Hypermole, Meatwagon, and myself, seeing how far we can get. And on the bottom, on the gun shop, Guns is smoking a Cuban this time, telling us about his new Gamers Abroad series to LA. Guys, be sure to click the corresponding thumbnails to watch the video.